When the Chiefs last played the Titans, KC advanced to Super Bowl 54. As we kick off Week 7, Tennessee finally gets their chance at revenge, and it's headed your way next.
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now come the Titans for their first possession, led by Ryan Tannehill in his 10th NFL season and third with Tennessee. And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 13 carries, 120 yards even. But this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator.
He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
Henry again on second down.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, it became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. This is caught. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The big back Derrick Henry held out of the end zone. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Now throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. 2nd down at 5. Here's Edwards-Helaire. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They go play fake. Mahomes. Rolling to his right. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he's got some space here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Now here's Mahomes. Caught on the slant. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Larry Fitzgerald. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Tannehill. He's got it over the middle to Jeff Swain. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Benson Mayowa. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill gets this to Ferkser, the tight end. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. To throw is Tannehill. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are. With that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. On third down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. To throw, it's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 52 yards. I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go, and he used those wheels of his to absolute devastating effect.
At his top speed, according to Next Gen Stats, well, really, it's ridiculous. Impossible, whatever you want to call it. 22.6 miles per hour. Quickly into the hands of Patterson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. This one left side, caught by Patterson. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Cordero Patterson. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Get ready.
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. Past the 20. Touchdown Titans. Julio Jones. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. Well, Julio Jones, not really the first guy you think of when you're talking about yards after the catch, but he's still got plenty of guile with a ball in his hands.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the Jets, and took it all the way.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the Next Gen Stats. Bailey got the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral it down near the 11-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also...
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Benson Mayowa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything, as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. Bailey's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Fitzgerald on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now Edwards-Helaire. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And a give this time to the tailback. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to find his tight end, Gray, complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Throwing now is Mahomes. Staying on his feet toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
On 2nd and goal, Mahomes caught on a slant. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Noah Gray with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. A time again to see what Ryan Tannehill and the Titans can do. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. After the sack on first down, Tannehill. He's got the tight end Ferkser right side complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He does have the one interception, Charles, but I think that's been more than offset by the 3 first-half touchdown passes.
I would agree with you. There is a blemish, but when you've thrown 3 touchdown passes to try and erase it, that's a little bit better than the ratio that all NFL coaches are seeking from their quarterbacks, and he's giving it to them.
They'll take the 3-1?
Every single time.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Mahomes now to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On first down, Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Firkser. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On second down, here's Henry. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. And we have seen him to this point with 4 touchdowns. We get a glance at his work. It's been good work.
Oh, it's been excellent work, and it's made so much better by our guys.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up points. It's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength. He's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Josh Gordon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to add on to their first half lead. But one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And the final readout on Next Gen Stats, remarkable. That ball traveling close to 80 yards in the air. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the route is on here in this first half.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Getting set to go again on offense, we get a peek at Julio Jones now, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 47 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Derrick Henry able to fight through one tackle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 29, Tannehill. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. On first down, it's Tannehill. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw here into the hands of Jones. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Now it's Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Cameron Batson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
The left side completion to Jones. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top as we send you down. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had to halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little, kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And they're going to speed things up here. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Well, Charles, I guess the only thing I can think there. Now the red challenge flag makes an appearance as Andy Reid wants a second opinion.
The previous play, second review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Let's go, fellas.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge does not sway the official's decision. Spot of the football going to remain right where it is. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 62 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal?
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now it's Patterson. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Chiefs to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To try again after the sack. Mahomes, throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Come on.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a do-it-all back, and he did plenty on that run. And as a rookie, 803 yards rushing for the season, and Kansas City may look to up his workload a little bit in year 2. The last pick of the 1st round in 2020.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
Tannehill on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season.
But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory.
154 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say... It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And it's a Titans touchdown. Josh Reynolds, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Bailey got the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Now it's Patterson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And quickly, they get to the line. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
First down, Kansas City.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They give it to Peterson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. And this is going to be incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th, escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. And that'll set them back 5. After the penalty, it's Henry. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times, it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. He's got a man. It's Firkser, the tight end. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again, it's Henry. And running with power here. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 1st down, Mahomes gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They'll run on 1st down. It's Peterson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll run with Peterson. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They try again with Peterson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll run for it with Peterson. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. 2nd and 10.
Now Mahomes. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A 10th carry now for Peterson. Peterson a 1st down and more. And down to the 29-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Mahomes now on 1st down.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. And going deep for Hill. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are right back in this football game. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Tannehill now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now at first down, Henry with a little bit of running room. Nice gain. He'll get about 6 yards there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Tannehill.
He's got the tight end Firkser right side complete.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted.
It's the former Titan Tyrann Mathieu with a pick.
There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, boy. Oh, yeah.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Tennessee offense set to go again. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Draw play. This is Henry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From just shy of midfield, Tannehill. Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end Firkser. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. Back to throw, Tannehill. That's into the hands of Reynolds. Touchdown, Titans. Josh Reynolds, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. How does the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away?
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25.
And now here comes Kansas City. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They run again with Peterson. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, it's Peterson. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there for KC. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Quickly into the hands of Patterson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. He's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that can win the game for us.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So now Tannehill and the Titans down by 10. A little under 2.5 to go. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. On first down, Tannehill. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Garyon Conley, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll run on first down. Peterson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, Peterson. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes?
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
So that one overturned.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Adrian Peterson with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Tannehill's throw here complete to Batson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Tannehill. And Jones has it over the middle.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here's Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
55 is mine, God, 55. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
To throw is Tannehill.
On the slant, he'll get it to Jones.
He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Titans. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
2nd and 11 now.
To throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. There goes a deep ball. End zone.
And, oh, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
picked up by Carl Joseph. And the Titans are right back in this football game.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So that, a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately, that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
KC's offense ready to take over.
And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. To throw again on second down. Mahomes flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And going deep for Hill.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are right back in this football game.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chiefs, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.